So, coming out of in terms of the comic side of things that came out of Comic-Con this year, I can't believe some of the crossovers. That's what I'm here to talk about right now, the crossovers. Two of them right off the bat. Street Fighter and G.I. Joe. That right there was one of them. And the other one was Ninja Turtles and Batman. Let's talk about the G.I. Joe and Street Fighter one first. So as you know, G.I. Joe is under IDW Publishing, and Street Fighter is under Udon. They have the license to make the comics and stuff. The Street Fighter Udon comics are great, really good stuff. Recommend buying those. Very good. Street Fighter and G.I. Joe. Basically, what they've kind of promoted it as is basically a Shadow Law versus Cobra. Bison versus Cobra Commander. Vega versus Storm Shadow. That is a nerdgasm right there, especially for somebody who is a big, huge fan of both franchises. I've been a big fan of them for God knows how long. I go way back with both since I was a kid. Both came out around the 80s. So, of course, hey, child of the 80s right here. So, but I'm just imagining, I'm not too impressed by the Bison and Cobra Commander because I'm like, Bison versus Cobra Commander, you kind of really? That could be a one-sided fight right away. But the Vega and Storm Shadow, that right there caught my eye. I'm like, that could be a fight. I would like to see that. And we're going to get it next year, I think. So Udon and IDW coming together for a crossover. Look at my face. Come on. And then I get hit with another nerdgasm with something that I've always seen fanfic pictures of. Never thought it would happen. IDW and DC crossing over with a 6-part miniseries where the Dark Knight meets the Fab Foursome. The Turtles. Batman and the Turtles coming together. What I know of this is that somewhere down the line, Krang and makes a deal. He tries to get rid of his enemies, including Shredder and Turtles, and transports the Turtles to Gotham. I think that's, transports everybody to Gotham somehow. They end up in Gotham. They meet Batman. Certain things like that. But the Turtles also meet many of Batman's rogues gallery. So that's going to be really interesting to see. But also just going to be really interesting to see how the Turtles interact with Batman. For example, how's Leo going to look at it? I think Mikey is just going to flip out with Batman, just like, they go to the Batcave. Mikey's just like, dude, look, he's got a giant, dude, things like that. Leo will probably be cool with him, and Donnie definitely. I think what a lot of people have been saying, and I kind of agree with them, is that we might see a little bit of butting heads between Raph and, Raph can kind of be the hothead at times. But hopefully, the one thing I want from this crossover, and for both crossovers, is that both companies show respect to both franchises. Don't put just your character over on the other character. I'm hoping, like, if there is a fight between the Turtles and Batman, it's not Batman just dominates the fight with the Turtles. I'm like, no, don't do that. Because we've seen that in certain, crossovers before, where it was Batman. One of them, literally, I right off the top of my head, was Batman was fighting the X-Men, and he beat, I think it was 5 or 6 members of the X-Men, and I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, all right, now, come on. One of them, he actually kicked Cannonball off course, and literally, if anybody knows Cannonball, when he's in his rocket form, he's nearly invulnerable. You can't deter him from where he's coming at you. Batman just kicked him and he went flying in a different direction. I'm like, so basically what you're saying is Batman knows to the direction of kicking a cannonball and he can just kick. I'm like, okay. This, once again, that's Batman's superpower. Disbelief. But hopefully, like I said, they show respect to both sides. I'm so looking forward to the crossovers. These crossovers, the Batman and Turtles one is coming out, I believe, this November. Can't wait to see that. The six-part miniseries. I'm all on that. 2 franchises that I love. Huge Turtle fan. You guys know that. I have Turtles stuff all over my wall. If I turn my, I got Turtles stuff, memorabilia all over my walls right here. And of course, I'm a Batman fan. Not denying that. Hopefully it's just not Batman. Hopefully, Robin's in there and maybe some of the other Bat family members. I would love to see, Night. Depends on where they take it from. Will Dick be Nightwing or will he be the spy that he is now? Maybe Batgirl, and we see, maybe Mikey falls for, Batgirl. Robin, of course. Maybe some button heads between Raph and Damian. If Damian's in it. Things like that. But these crossovers blew my. Heard these, my heart was pounding, and as a fan, you just can't believe this. And the fact is, I had 2 friends who actually were there at this year's Comic-Con. One of them actually goes every year, and I've always said I get very jealous of her, and she gets to go. She goes every year, and it's just you're just like, why? But I'm still happy for them, but still it's just you want to be there. You want to be there, to experience all that stuff. But these are good crossovers coming. I'm very happy looking forward to these. These, I can't even say which one I'm looking forward to the most, because both of them I'm just like, where are they going to go with these? The Street Fighter, G.I. Joe, or the Turtles and Batman. Just hardcore, man. Just really hardcore. Very much looking forward to it, indeed. But you guys tell me what you think about these crossovers. Give your thoughts. Give your input. You know me. I want to hear your input, guys. Other than that, take care.